Hi, and welcome to some exciting news that I have to share with you. My name is Charlene Early. I go by Charlie most of the time, but for my students, it is Miss Early. And I would like to tell you about this new, actually, it's not that new, but it's sort of new, magazine production class at Diablo Valley College in Pleasant Hill. I want to invite you to take this class, enroll today. It is a late start class, which starts September 22nd. The class meets on Wednesdays in person for only an hour and 35 minutes. But hey, this is what you're going to do in this class for 12 weeks. I did 2, but you know what, 12. I don't have 12 fingers. But anyway, this is the magazine that you're going to produce. This is what we produced last fall. We focused on the arts, and this fall we'll focus on an entirely different theme that we're going to work out together. And you're going to be doing a lot of stuff in this class. You're going to learn how to put this whole magazine together, start to finish, concept to completion, and you're going to do page layout and design. You're going to do photography. You're going to be writing, improving your writing. You're going to learn how to write AP style, journalistic style. You're going to take photos. You're going to interview people. You're going to copy, edit articles. You're gonna do a lot. You're actually gonna learn about marketing too, and PR, and oh yes, also code of ethics. You're gonna learn about what you can and cannot do in publishing. A little bit about myself. I have been a freelance writer for 28 years, and I know that's a long time, but I love it. I love everything about journalism and writing and interviewing and editing and photography and page layout. I love all of that. And I could talk about it for days on end, weeks, years, you name it. I live, eat, and breathe it. I've been writing for the East Bay Times, which I currently write for, about 2 articles a month. I covered the celebrity beat for the Stockton Record. It's actually called The Record. And I'm editor-in-chief of, let me get my visual aids here. These are, where are they? Oh, right here. I'm also editor-in-chief of the Orinda News. And I just love everything. I love people's stories. I think that's the bottom line. Everyone has a story, and I love to share that with the world. If they're willing to share it, if they don't want to share it, I get it, I understand. But yeah, you're gonna learn a lot in this class. And you know what? Not only that, there's some bonuses to this class as far as you're gonna be a published writer. That will look good on your resume. And you can actually get work and a job in the media field with this class, becoming a published writer. You can work in media, you can work in publishing, you can work in communications, PR, marketing. I mean, it's endless. It goes into so many different categories that it's really exciting that just by taking this class, yes. And you could be any age taking this class. You could be a senior in high school, but you do have to be present on Wednesdays. So if you can't get away from class to be at DVC, then you can't, but I'm so sorry. But you also can be, 103 years old. You could be a lifelong learner like me. I love learning, and I like continuing that, keeping that brain going and learning new things every day. So yeah, there's a lot of pluses. And just a little fun fact, when I was a kid and our mom would take us to the doctor's office and there's toys and everything around. What did I do? I went to the magazines. Yes, here I am, a little kid just doing this number. Oh, ooh, look at this. And also another fun fact is that I published my own magazine for 5 years called Delta Living Magazine. Here's one of them. Got Johnny Steele on the cover. He's a comedian in the Bay Area, very funny guy. And I thought, you know what, a lot of times what made me start my own magazine, and after taking this class, you can start your own magazine, but what made me inspire me to do my own magazine, I know I could talk, is because as a freelance writer for 28 years, a lot of times you pitch a story idea to your editor, and your editor will say yes or no. And when they said no to me on several of my article ideas, I thought, you know what? I'm gonna start my own, and I'm gonna say yes to me. And I did, and I had fun. And once I sold my magazine, I actually started another one called Colorful Living magazine. This is Amy Royland. I saw her on Shark Tank and reached out to her and said, hey, can I do a story on you? And she said, yes! She's awesome. And yeah, so here's another one. This was, I saw him on TV on one of those Food Network shows, and turns out he lives in Stockton, and I ended up doing an article on him. He has his own restaurant in, I believe, Lincoln Center, and it's a great restaurant. Super, super great. But yeah, so that's why I started my own magazines, and it went on hiatus during COVID, but I might just reboot it up again, who knows. But yeah, I just wanted to invite you to take this magazine class that I'm teaching this fall, late start, September 22nd, write it down. The course number is Journal 160-1484. I'll leave the details down below, and also my phone number and my email, so you can reach out to me if you have more questions about this class. And yeah, the rest of it is online. So we meet that one day, Wednesday a week, and start September 22nd. Did I say that? I said that. Write it down already. What are you waiting for? Okay, I'm not really this demanding or controlling, but I do love media, and I think that you would catch that same enthusiasm that I have if you take this class. But the only thing is, you got to register today, tomorrow, as soon as possible this week. We got to get this class filled and rolling. Okay, all right, I think that's it. My remote is not working, so I'm gonna have to manually press the button. All right, see you later. Bye.